What's going on, guys? In this video, we're going to talk about how to make a website persuasive. So a lot of you guys have probably seen other home service companies out there that just have absolutely beautiful websites, and that website acts as a salesperson for them that's really working 24/7. So if you have a website that's designed to be persuasive and you have a method to get traffic, actually get people going to that website, that's how you generate a lot of leads. So just envision a world where you have people going to your website on a regular basis who are looking for your services, looking for a company like yours. And by looking at your website, they decide, hey, this company is trustworthy. This company has all of the credibility that you could imagine. They have really good reviews. It seems like they just provide really good service, and at the end of the day, I can trust them. So now you have them reaching out to you. You have them filling out forms, requesting you to call them and reach out to them. You have them clicking a button on your website to call you directly. That's ultimately the goal with any home service company. Honestly, any website in general is to get traffic to that site and then get people to do something, which in the home service space is call and fill out a form. So that's what we're going to get into today. And I'm going to go through the guide of the top things that you can do and implement on your website to make this happen. Here we go. Alrighty, so the first thing that every website needs is a really good CTA. Now, a CTA is a call to action. You've probably been on websites where it'll say request a free estimate, call now, fill out a form, whatever it might be. You want to have call to actions on your website, and you want them to be very prominent and at the top. Now, everyone kind of knows this. Something you can do to take it to the next level is you can add trust factors located right by that call to action. So trust factors would be things like the little Google icon with 5-star reviews, the Better Business Bureau icon with 5-star reviews, things like that. Or even, if you're a roofing company and you install GAF products, for example, and let's say you're a master elite contractor, that's like a prestigious thing in the roofing space, include like an icon like that right near it. I still think the stars are probably the most valuable because people respond to stars. Everyone likes to see 5 stars because we've been conditioned over the years to think or to know that 5 stars is a really great thing. That's best of the best. Those are real testimonials from other people. So having those trust factors located near your call to actions is extremely valuable, probably the most valuable thing that you can do. Also, what we're going to do towards the end of this video or the end of this general series is I'm going to go through a website. This might be a whole separate video, actually. I'll go through a website that has implemented these things really well, probably a website that we've built. And I'll go through each thing to show you real examples. But for now, we'll just get into each thing individually. All right. So the next one is clear and prominent CTA. So clear and prominent call to actions. A great example of this is, of course, at the top of your website, you want to have that main button, request a free estimate, get in touch with us now, whatever it might be. But as people scroll down through your website, you want to have more call to actions located throughout the page. Because what happens sometimes is people come to the homepage. In the home service industry, like most homeowners are just going to click on that first call to action they see. But you have other people who ultimately are going to scroll through your website to read more about the services you offer. Maybe they just want to learn more about your business before they reach out to you. So it's important to have more buttons, that say, get a free estimate, get in touch with us now, fill out a form, whatever it might be, as they scroll. You want to the whole goal is that you want to make it as easy as possible for people to get in touch with you. So incorporating them throughout your entire site is very important. And then I'm gonna be a little bit over the top with the call to actions portion of this because it's huge. Assuming you have people coming to your website, the only other important thing is that they want to reach out to you and that it's very easy for them to reach out to you. So also adding a call to action above the footer of every page. The footer is the very bottom of your website. So have a call to action at the bottom. So imagine somebody just scrolled through your entire website and now they've decided that they want to reach out to you. Make it easy for them to do that. All right. The next thing is if you're incorporating an SEO strategy, an SEO strategy, it's search engine optimization. It's creating content that Google likes so that your business ranks at the top of Google so you can get more people to your website. Now, if you're incorporating an SEO strategy, then you're probably writing blog posts. A lot of people miss this piece of things, but add call to actions in your blog posts. I know the primary purpose of a blog post is to educate people, inform them, be a guide, be authority in the industry, be an authority in the industry. But at the same time, why not have a call to action there? Make it easy for people to reach out to you if that's what they want to do. And then the last thing is, I think this is the last time I'll mention something about a call to action. Have a call to action in the header. So in the header of your website, you should have some type of button. Make it very clear how they can reach out to you. The header is like kind of that top section of your site. All right, let's go to the next thing. So one thing that can really set you apart from other companies, differentiate you from your competitors in the area, is having real images from around the office, pictures of your team, and pictures on the job sites. So in other videos, I talk about it. Like a lot of contractors don't really, they don't enjoy getting their phone out and taking pictures, taking videos. I think there's absolutely no reason not to do that. The day and age, the day and age that we live in now is everybody's addicted to social media. Everybody's online. So if you're doing the work, you should be documenting the stuff you're doing. It's so easy to do. Take those pictures, record those videos, upload it online. And by doing that, then you also have great stuff to include on your website. It builds trust. It shows personality, and people like that. People aren't buying from your company. They're buying from a personality. They're buying from a brand. They're buying from real people. And so they love it when they can see that. Imagine if you're looking at two websites and one looks like some general, kind of BS content or images. Then you look at another website and it's like a picture of the team or pictures of the team all together or pictures of happy clients, pictures of them doing real work. Which one are you going to choose? You're probably going to choose the one that shows more of their personality. So that's a big thing that you can do. All right. Now, when it comes to creating content on your website, it's always nice to choose like the top 3 things that actually make your company special. Choose those things and then incorporate those things into the content of your website. A good way to think about this is think about things that your customers truly care about. What do people say about you on a regular basis as to why they think you're special and why they like your company? Is it that you respond to them quickly? Is that you have really clear communication throughout the entire project? Is it that you just have really fast turnaround times? That you have the right certifications or insurance? Like whatever it might be, choose those big things that genuinely make you special and that your customers care about and incorporate them into your website. Because now when people are on your website reading that content, you're just showing them right away what the things are that make you special and that they should care about. All right, next piece. So prominent phone number in the header or somewhere that's always visible. So a lot of homeowners, a lot of people in general are looking at websites on their mobile devices, on their cell phones. So when it comes to mobile devices, what we do at Rev Experts is we always have a phone number at the very bottom of the website. So no matter where you are on the website, how far down a scroll you are, there's always a button where that you can click to call. So it makes it very easy. We also always incorporate the phone number in the header. So let's just say you are on your computer looking at a website. It's nice to be able to see that number. So then if you want to, you can take your cell phone out and you can just type that number in and call. That is something people actually do. But probably the most important thing here is on a mobile device. When someone's on your website, it should always be very easy for them to click to call you. The next thing is to clarify the process of what it's like to work with your company. So we usually like to take a 3 to 5 step process. I think 5 is overkill for most home service companies, but we create a process. So when someone's on your website, you just show them exactly the process they will go through to get in touch with you and work with you. It demystifies the process. It makes people feel comfortable. If they decide to fill out a form or call you, then they're going to know exactly what that next step is ahead of time. So it just makes them feel comfortable. A lot of times this is as simple as step 1, fill out a form or call us. Step 2, get a in-depth evaluation of your project or get a free estimate. Step 3, our team, we schedule a time to come out and do the work and we complete the work. Step 4 is guaranteed satisfaction, whatever. Once we're complete with the job, we do a full inspection and we guarantee that you'll be happy. Something like that to incorporate on your site is a really good way to demystify what the process is going to be like if they decide to reach out with you and if they decide to work with you. All right, more on content. Content's really it's the big thing. Like aside from a website looking good and having nice images, the content is really the only other piece of it. So you want to think about your ideal customer and ultimately what they care about. When you're writing content, use the word you. A lot of people just like to really talk up their business, which is great. You do want to make yourself special or sound special, but at the same time, imagine somebody sitting on their phone or sitting on their computer reading your website. You want to use the word you in that content. So helping you do this, or, well, yeah, there's tons of different examples that we could go into. I'll even just pull up. Here's a site that we're about to launch. We're about to go live with. It's heating and cooling services you can trust. Just using the word you. It's just a very subconscious psychological signal that it sends to people that makes them special. Also, on this note, when you're writing content, a good thing to think about is just imagine that any potential customer only cares about themselves. Anytime they're on your website, all they care about is me. They just care about what they want. That's pretty much the reality of it when it comes to marketing and online stuff. Is people just care about themselves. So leverage that and make it about them. All right. The next thing is talk like you speak. A lot of times people like to, when they're creating content or doing something online or doing something that they're not usually comfortable with, they turn into a different person and try to sound like a someone who's more professional than what they are. It's just talk like you speak, or write like you speak rather. Write your content the same way you would talk to a normal person. It should be customer obsessed, not about your company. I don't know if I fully agree with my little statement here, not about your company. Of course, it should be about your company, but it should be about your company through the lens of being customer obsessed. The next point is use bulleted lists when possible. So if you want to write a big paragraph of content, don't just break it up, simplify it, try to put it into bullet points. A lot of people like to skim through stuff. I like to skim through stuff. You probably do too. So when you're writing big things of content, see where you can break it up and segment it. People like to read a sentence and then go read another sentence and then read that sentence and go read the next sentence. People don't like to read really long blocks of text. Some people do. Some people like reading books. But I feel like those people, book readers are less and less common these days. So a lot of people like that choppy, quick content that they can consume. Think about TikTok. Why is TikTok so popular? Well, first of all, it's video format, so hardly takes any effort to consume video content. But more importantly, it's short clips of content that gets you addicted, that gets you interested. All right, the next thing is, and we honestly, we're guilty of not doing this even at Rev Experts. Like, we do not do this enough. I know it's something that actually we're going to start incorporating more. But when you can, keep it lighthearted and just use very light humor when possible to show off your personality a bit. If someone's on your website and they see that you have some personality, they're gonna like you probably a little bit more than the next company that's just bland and boring and serious. Sometimes it can be hard because you don't want to be corny with it, but if you're kind of a funny person or you know of funny things, try to add them in. It gives a little bit of spark. And the last piece of this is testimonials. I hope you waited. I hope you watched the video to this point, because this is arguably one of the most important things. Is with testimonials, you get to show off what your actual customers are saying about you. So when you have testimonials on your site, you want to, maybe have an image of a happy customer. Make sure those 5-star Google reviews or Facebook have a little Facebook icon with 5 stars beside it. Make sure all of that is there around those testimonials, and then make the testimonials prominent on your website. You definitely want people to see that. That's ultimately probably the most valuable thing to a potential client. If they see that other people have had great experiences with you, they're probably going to trust you a lot, and they're probably going to want to reach out to you, because what your customers say about you is actually more important than what you say about yourself. That's just a general rule of thumb. That's why case studies, testimonials, and things like that are so persuasive, because you can't BS a testimonial. I mean, you could lie and make up a testimonial, but like the reality is, assuming your testimonials are real from real customers, that's the best way to sell your services to somebody. So these are my main tips for how to create a persuasive website. There's a lot of details, a lot of other things that go into it. But if you want to go through your current website, make some tweaks, build a new website, these are the big things you need to keep in mind. And if you incorporate these things, you're already going to separate yourself from most other home service companies. If you want to build a brand new website that is persuasive, and you want to figure out how to get more traffic to your website, reach out to Rev Experts. We can definitely have a conversation with you and point you in the right direction. And if it makes sense for us to work together, then that would be great as well. Thanks so much. Hope this video is helpful. In the next video, I'm actually going to show an example of a really good website that we've built.